Okay, so this would be receptive, active, receptive. So this is now receptive. Okay, I just had to make sure. And there's still fireworks going off. Such a lovely time of the year. I know you're scared. Oh no. Okay, hold on, hold on. Come on. Come. She's so scared of the fireworks. Okay, so just lay down with her butt against me. That's nice. The DruidCraft Tarot came out again in 2019, right? This is a 2019 version. Beautiful. No copyright on the backs. Well done. And of course I trimmed it because the white borders aren't that beautiful. But unpopular opinion, I still like borders, so this is one of the versions that I cut them in. I also have a version that's like that. But it's an older version and it does have the copyright. This is the card. This is the reason why I wanted to make this video. The Three of Cups, depicting men in the DruidCraft Tarot. We can all agree that the DruidCraft is Rider-Waite-Smith based. You know, strength is at 8, justice at 11. All of the artwork really looks a lot, it's very reminiscent of the Rider-Waite-Smith, right? It's just a pagan version of it, you could say. Not only pagan, just druidic. Okay. This is the card that we are used to seeing with the Pamela Coleman Smith, Rider-Waite-Smith. 3 women supporting each other. And whenever I see this card, I'm like, okay, alright, I get it. But it does make me nostalgic for this version. And then I figured, maybe it's 3 men because it's an active number. And not to sound outdated, although I probably will with this, I'm just saying I'm not trying to offend anyone, but in tarot, usually it's considered the right side. Oh my god, this is gonna be so hard. Wait, let's do it again. Active. Yeah, okay, so the right side, because it's reversed now, right? The right side of the body is considered active and male. So not like gender male, but let's just say the symbolism of masculinity is right side and active. And then we have the feminine symbol, which is on the left side, and it's receptive. So we can agree, numerology. All of the uneven numbers are active, which means 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. And then all of the even numbers are receptive. So that would be the 2 and the 4 and the 6. They're all more, how do you say that? Stable. And so, the 3 of Cups, even if Cups is a receptive element, it gets more complicated, it does. It is still the 3, still very active, so maybe that's why there are men in the picture. Okay, so my theory is extremely flawed because it isn't throughout at all in the deck. I just figured it would be fun anyway to see together in what card the artist changed the way that the person is looking, which direction, because as I said, right side is active and left side is receptive, and also look at the gender of the character depicted. So I'm starting off with an active suit, which is the swords. The 4 of Swords is receptive, so he's looking towards the left. I hope that this very flawed theory does help someone. Look at that, they changed it. I don't know why it's not throughout. It makes so much sense. This guy is looking towards the right for us as an audience, which means active, and it's the 5 of of Swords. So that's an active number. Then I have the 8. Look at how she is turned towards the left. Very receptive. Another active suit, the Wands. Here in the riderwaite Smith, we have the 6 of Wands going towards the right, which is strange because it's a receptive number. Also, what I forgot to mention is that, oh my god, it's so complicated, I'm talking like a robot. Just hear me out. Also, we consider the left side of the card the past, and the right side of the card being the future. So even though you don't, even if you don't, like me, usually read future or those types of things, those types of topics, you don't usually do those types of readings, it is very important for the symbolism of the card. Well, he's going towards his future, which in itself I can see does make sense, but it's not an active number, and so this makes more sense in the numerology. Alright, this one I like. 8 of Wands is about movement, swiftness, yet receptive number. Doesn't make much sense that it actually goes to the right, that it actually goes towards the future, at first glance, of course. And look at that. Then finally, the 9 of Wands. Active. See my point? I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Now, like I said, there's also that male-female thing, where the 3 is active, so actually men in the card would make more sense. Yeah, this is pretty receptive, you can definitely see that. In this card, the DruidCraft card, it's obviously a woman. And here you can't really tell. 9 of Cups, like actively waiting. And then in the Pentacles, that's where all of these gems are, because they all pretty much look mirrored, and doesn't work for every card. A man making and going towards the right, and this is going towards the left. And then we have the 8 opposite. Yeah, that's it for the Pentacles. Then I just wanted to end with this picture of the world. I remember when the DruidCraft came out, I read that like once online. I think I remember a lot of people agreeing with this statement, that the figure in the world card isn't feminine enough. Well, you know what? It's a hermaphrodite. It's supposed to represent a hermaphrodite. And it's also supposed to represent that in the riderwaite Smith, by the way. Just here you can really see it more clearly. And I must say, I'm not really a fan of this card. It doesn't really look like it belongs in the deck. But that little piece of symbolism I really liked. As a human being, whether you're male, female, gender neutral, all of that exists and is out there and is very real in the symbolism type of way that we approach tarot, as in saying active, receptive, right, left, future, past. All of that means something, right? And so hermaphrodite is like the ultimate state that you can achieve, as in you have the balance between all of that. You have the balance between the active and the receptive. You have the balance between the female and the male. All of that inside of you. Integration, and you can see all the elements there. Hope that made sense, because And even though, once again, my theory of the DruidCraft having fixed some active receptive numerology things, it was never really an issue. It's just those are the type of geeky things that I like to think about and that I like to address every once in a while. Oh, sit. Go sit. She's just hungry. Wil je eten? Ja.